Hey guys, just wanted to share with you my orientation week bin and what all I have inside of it. Just give you some ideas and hopefully you'll be able to use some of them if you like, and if not, just so you know what I do in my classroom. So again, label it orientation week. And I always make sure that I go on YouTube and I create a playlist of music. Music that kids listen to nowadays. I make sure that it's doesn't have bad language in it, and that it's fast and upbeat, and something that when they walk in, it just sounds like this cool hip salon that's just, you know, cutting hair and going a mile a minute. And so it really excites them, and it makes it welcoming. Not everybody likes that music or will like to listen to it all of the time, but just something upbeat that's going to get them moving and motivated and excited. On their tables, and I'll also record a video hopefully tomorrow of the table setups in the classroom so you guys can see the actual setup. But what I do when the students walk in the door, I always give them tickets. So a roll of tickets. You can buy these at Party City, Walmart. Go to the dollar store. I buy everything in the dollar store, but when they walk in, I give them a ticket. And I have this particular box. That was my iPhone box, just because it's kind of a cool box to me, and it's pretty durable. But I'll pull it out throughout the year, and when they see the box, they know that it's prize time. So just like us, well, at the SIPS meetings, you know, we love getting prizes, so the students like that as well. And what other class do they go to where they get prizes? They typically don't. So I give them a ticket. They put the opposite ticket in here, and then every now and then throughout the duration of the class period, I'll pull a number out and I'll give them a prize. I'll throw them out, and then the next day, for the whole entire week, every day, I'll give tickets out. And then maybe once a week or once every 3 weeks, or if there's a competition or an assignment or something of the sort, then I'll pull out prizes. But they know what the box is, so it just kind of designates something. It just kind of builds a little bit of excitement when they see it. And then later on, I'll have students at the door like, hey, can you pass out a ticket? And so then they kind of get excited, and they get everybody else excited with it. So with that for the prizes, for birthday parties or whatever, I save all the little bags, and I put the gifts in here. And then of course I have tissue paper that I put in it. I'll cut it up just to, you know, make it last longer. I always buy everything from the dollar store, whatever I buy. But I hand them out in cute little bags, or just the little, you know, party favor bags. Even sometimes, like, I'll have things from, you know, random birthday parties or celebrations or events. I'll just use those. Sometimes the gifts are good gifts. Sometimes they're like little sample products that, you know, when you go to conventions and things like that, you get. Or if you go like to your local Armstrong McCall, if you ask them if they have any samples that they're willing to donate, or salons. I know Visible Changes is amazing, and they always give us, if we ask with time, they always give us little bags and things like that, you know, doesn't cost you anything other than your time to ask for it, either pick it up or send the email out for it and all. But we do put them in these little bags, and then just kind of get excited when they get a gift. Sometimes I'll do it where if you already got a gift, you don't get another ticket that week, just to make it to where everybody gets something, depending on how many prizes I have. Sometimes within the duration of the day, I'll give out as many prizes as an amount of students that I have, just so that everybody gets something. Yeah, there's like, well, what do you need the tickets for? But it's still just something fun, something to build excitement, something to do. Sometimes I just, you know, make everybody get a new ticket every day, and if you win 3 times, then you win 3 times. But it's always really fun. When they walk in, the tables are decorated with plastic tablecloths, or placemats. Like this year I got zebra placemats. They're really cute. And then there's a basket on their table. And their baskets, this is something I learned from Cosmetology Academy, or the school. And so these are all little, just little noise makers, the little clappers, a little slinky, little beads that they can put on and play with. Things that aren't gonna cause too much of a distraction. Sometimes the kids just, you know, they need something to play with or something in their hands. So this goes with multiple intelligence. The way they learn, sometimes, you know, these do become a distraction, so I'll pull them away if they do. I just let them know at the beginning, hey, this is for you. If I'm talking up here and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, this is too much, I'm getting bored, look in your basket for something that maybe you can play with to like ease your mind, and then when you're ready, then you can come back and to focus and then join the class back again. So it's a lot of times students become a discipline issue when they get distracted or they get bored with what you're doing. So give them a distraction to focus on, that it's okay within the realm of your classroom, that everybody knows that it's okay if they're playing with it, rather than, you know, them becoming a discipline issue where you have to stop what you're doing, address it, and then it becomes a negative atmosphere in the classroom, because, you know, that's just, you know, causes commotion. So these little items are in the little basket, and then they can play with it. Sometimes they'll put like little Hershey Kisses in there, something that, you know, they won't be allergic to or can choke on. Always have to be safe with that, but just little things that, little manipulatives. Also too, some things that I put on the tables just to make it fun, it's just a little ribbon just for decoration. That's the only purpose that it serves. Sometimes I will put glitter, which is really hard to sweep up off the floor, or like that paper confetti, like the really big chunky kind. You get everything from the dollar store, okay? Don't go spending too much money at Party City or something like that, or just things that you have left over from Christmas decoration, or, you know, who cares if it's red or whatever. Just something to make the table fun, because when they go to math class, they're not going to get something like this, but when they come to your class, they're like, whoa, this is cool, this is fun, there's stuff. And they're going to take pictures, and encourage them to take pictures, encourage them to post them on social media so that their friends can see, and it will help spread the word about your program and how fun it is, and so that your numbers will grow, okay? Every year, some of the items do tend to get worn out, and you see the students do play with them. I'll throw these out. I haven't gone through this one yet for this year, but I'll throw them out. All of these you buy at the dollar store, okay? And a lot of the ones that I do have, you know, if they still work and have everything functioning, and I'll keep them for next year. If they are dirty and things like that, I throw them out, because who wants something dirty at their first day of school on their new little table and all of that? So always keep that in mind. Sometimes they take the beads with them, and that's okay. Sometimes they'll take the toy. It's $1. It's no big deal. Okay, I don't make a big scene about it. They can have it if they like. I just don't tell them they can take it, because then they'll take it. On the first week, also what I do is they have a little note card, just, you know, from Hobby Lobby or again the dollar store, and I ask them to write me a letter. So, and I got this idea from Miss Martinez, which was my teacher when I was in cosmetology, but she'd always, and even back then, she would have us write a letter. And so a letter to her that only she was going to read, and what she would do is just say, tell me whatever you want to tell me. How was your summer? Tell me about you. Tell me about your family. Tell me if there's a situation that I need to be aware of, that maybe you come in and you're not having a good day because, you know, family or whatever. That way I know how to help you and how to be a better teacher to you. And you always make sure when I say, this is a note card. When you're done, fold it in half. I have a little, you know, different little box or a bin or a crate. Whenever you're done, put it in here. If you want to take it home and work on it, that's fine. Just by Friday, I want it turned in. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna read them, and then I'm gonna throw them away. Or typically what I do is I give them back the letter, and then that way they can do whatever they like with it. So what I do on Friday, I pick them all up, and over the weekend, and this is hard work, okay, because it takes a long time, especially if you have a lot of kids. I think this year we accepted 60 freshmen, so it's a lot. I'm not looking forward to that one. It's gonna take a long time, but what I do is I read each individual one daily as I as they turn them in, and I will write them at night. I'll get out my little note cards and I'll write them back. Oh, thank you, Clarissa. That's great to hear that you're, the oldest child, and blue is my favorite color too, and I hope you enjoy this class. I look forward to. So just something that I'm replying from what they wrote to me, and then something a little extra like looking forward to it or something of the sort. And then when I give it back to them with their original card and they read it, a lot of my students always tell me that they keep it. Or like the end of school or the next year, they'll come and say, hey, look, Mr. Ramirez, I still have the card that you wrote me. Teachers don't take the time to do that. One, because it takes a very long time to do, and we're always busy, but that's just it. Teachers typically don't take that kind of time to write each individual student back from what they wrote to them, okay? So if you really want that to go that extra step and really get that connection with your student, that really works for me, and I thank Ms. Martinez for sharing that idea with me, and it really makes an impression on the students, okay? And you get to know, sometimes they really open up to you, things that you wouldn't think that they would tell you, they really tell you, and sometimes she also will have us do it when we come back from the winter break or from spring break or at the end of the school year. So you can do it at different periods of your school year. So that works as well. I will have for them a little gift bag. So one year we traveled a lot. My third year teaching, we went to so many field trips, it was crazy. So what I did the following year is I gave them a little gift at the beginning of the school year. So on their table when they came in was a little gift. That was the first thing that, I gave to them. And so it was maybe with a little welcome card with their name on it or something of the sort. I'd get little stickers from the dollar store, put a little sticker on there. This was a little sponge, and their little ticket was already in the bag. So to put their ticket in the box, they had to open their gift and then give me the ticket, okay? So, and these are just little cheap dollar store little bags. Sometimes you do have some leftover, and these are leftover ones, but it's just a gift to them. It's the first, one of the first things that you give them, and, again, not a lot of teachers will give the students things like this, especially bigger items. These little sponges, because we traveled a lot, they had to take a little travel pack. These little sponges they're little bath body wash sponges, and all the students said they came in handy because they were little, and a lot of times people don't, you don't bring the little sponges, or you don't know where to buy them. I got them at the dollar store like for 10 in a little container for $1. They were great. Dollar Tree. All right, so another thing that I have in my bin are these glasses. So these glasses, we take a lot of pictures there, so these are the glasses. They'll be in the bin, in the little basket, or on their table. And because a lot of us, teacher to student or students to student, we don't know each other, so it's kind of like that weird, awkward, I don't know anybody, and especially us, they're coming from 4 or 5 other different high schools, so some of them aren't friends, or they're coming from intermediate, so they're not friends, and so it's kind of like that weird feeling of you want to be friends with everybody, but you're really shy or you really don't know anybody. So then what we do is we take a funny picture. So one of our first funny pictures is this one so everybody puts on the little glasses, and it's silly and it's crazy, and some of them are like, and so I encourage them, like, don't try to be the cool kid that you think you're all that, and so you're not gonna put the glasses, but I say it in a fun, funny, joking kind of way, and they know I'm joking, and then I put one on too, but I get the bigger one, and I get the one with a mustache. Okay, so this is mine. And so what we do is we all get together and we stand, and then we take pictures and we take selfies, and kids love taking selfies nowadays. So then at first they're like, okay, and they're shy, but then later on they're, taking a picture and posing and making fun finger, signs or whatever they do. And so that kind of breaks the ice a little bit. I think you can get like 4 of these in a pack at the dollar store at the little party section where they sell balloons and stuff. I will soak them in sanitizer and EPA just because of the nose, just to make sure they're clean. One year I gave them to them, And then these I soaked. So it's either one of the two. You just gotta make sure you dry them really good. Sometimes they get water spots and then they look really dirty. So you have to make sure that you take good care of that. And if they take them, they're just $1, you know? Just buy some more, it's no biggie. So I just have them in a little bag, so that way very easily I just grab my bag and set it up, and then I put it back in the bag and things like that. And then a project that I do with that, or that I did this last year, and you can see the pictures on my Facebook page at the beginning, is I gave them a little mask. And then we had glitter and markers and feathers and glue sticks and all this stuff. And so we made a little mask. So this is the mask that I had. And so just to kind of step behind the mask that we wear when we first meet somebody of, oh, I'm trying to, you know, look good and present myself in a good way and just kind of be real, have that wall up. You know, we wear that mask, and so after a while, when you get comfortable and get to know people, then you're like, okay, the wall comes down, I can be me, you know, let's be friends. So the mask is just a little art project, and also too, I incorporate it with Cosmetology as far as, you know, I'll show pictures or a video of like runways where they have done masks before and they have the hair and the makeup. I might do a demo of one of the runway style hairdos. We'll do I'll show them pictures of photo shoots of magazines where they are wearing masks, and so I tell them, you know, if you want to be in cosmetology, these are the different avenues you can take, this is how much you can charge, etc. So that's what this is. You can buy the white plastic masks at Party City, sometimes at dollar stores during Halloween you can find them. But here in Houston there's a store called Frankel's Costume Shop. It's downtown by the Minimates, by the Dynamo Stadium, and it's like a costume store with makeup and costumes and all this fun stuff, but that's where I get, and they're like $3 a piece. That is more expensive, but if you can buy it with your budget money, that's even better. It's not out of your pocket. But I typically buy it out of my pocket because by the time I get the budget money, the first week has passed by. So it just kind of depends on what you want. Another thing that I have in here at the beginning of school is that because they don't know each other, typically if I say, okay, find a partner, you've always got those that are just kind of checking their phone or digging through their purse, trying to act like go under the radar, right? So what I do is instead, either when they walk in or under their chair, I'll tape a card or a little, you know, a sticker. I'll put a sticker on them like smiley faces, and they're all different colors. You have to do a little math, make sure you've got the right number of stickers and the right number of cards and that they all match and everything, but according to the groups that you're gonna that you want to create for whatever lesson. But what you want to do is say, okay, look under your chair, okay, and grab the card, and so they'll go under and then they'll grab the card. Okay, and you have a joker. Well, all right, go around and everybody go look at your cards and see who your partner is, and that person sit next to that person, and so that just kind of gets them up, gets them moving, kind of talking a little bit. And you can do it with anything, with sticky notes, you know, like the little pink, green, orange, yellow sticky notes. It doesn't have to be a card, and you want to change it around. You want to put them in different groups every day and do a little team building activity just to get them comfortable in the environment that they're going to be in for the next, you know, the whole school year. So that is something that has worked really well. The only thing is you really have to do the math and make sure that you have enough and that you have the correct number of partners and colors of the ace, I don't play cards, the spades and the diamonds and all of that. You have to make sure that it works, because if not, then it kind of loses the integrity as they're trying to find their partner and they can't find somebody, and then somebody's left out. So you want to make sure that I dropped something over here. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So one thing that I also do is I'll go to the dollar store and randomly I will find like these little things here. Let me open it up. Now this is just in the dollar store, and this is like just a random like 99 cents, like a literally dollar store, but it's not like Dollar Tree or 99 cents or Dollar General. It's just a random one. And so they have these little makeup bags. 2 for $1, so I'll split them up, and then these will be prizes too. So these are like the good prizes. Some prizes I'll do like a piece of candy and then like a pencil. They're kind of like gag gifts, just, you know, just to make it fun, and we'll take pictures with like the best gifts or the funny gifts or something of the sort, just to make it interesting and change it up some. So that's what I have in my orientation bin. It's a lot. I don't always use everything. Sometimes I don't have time for it, depending on, you know, if I'm doing the henna or the nail art or teaching them how to do eyeliner, you know, those little or a braid, the first activities at the beginning of the school year, at the first 2 weeks. So these little things you can also, you know, you always want to start off your school year with it, so you can, you know, get going and they're excited, and Mom, you know, we did this, and Dad, you know, check out what I learned, or I made a new friend, or, you know, they're posting it on social media. And then, you know, it's great at the beginning, but always remember, you know, for the new teachers, I know the old teachers, you know, but the new teachers, you have to continue these little activities and icebreakers and team building activities throughout the school year, just to maintain that bond between all of your students, and that, you know, you're always putting them in different partners and groups, so that way they don't make their little cliques and then they only stay within that circle of friends. Especially because in our department, you know, we have them for 4 years or whatever the case may be. So definitely fun and exciting, and then from these basic ideas, you just kind of, your brain just kind of gets going, like, oh, I can do this, and you go to the dollar store and you see something, oh, I can do this. And believe me, Pinterest is the best, you know, place to find different neat ideas. So sometimes you'll find things for like kindergarten, but you can make it high school and you can make it cosmetology. You just have to take the time to create whatever it is that you're doing. So anyway, so that's what I have in my orientation bin. I hope that you enjoyed it, and maybe, you know, take something and maybe implement it in your classroom, something fun, something different, or if you have something new, if you'd like to share, that'd be great as well. I will record a video tomorrow when I go to the school, just to kind of show you what the actual classroom looks like and what the table setup looks like, and I'll walk you through the first day of school and what the students experience in my class. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.